A shift at the border as the president moves to militarize the U.S. Mexico border more than ever before. NewsNation's Allie Bradley is live for us there at the border. So, Allie, what is the reaction to this expanded military presence there?
Yeah, hey, Nicole, pretty soon we could see the entire southern border basically militarized here because the next national defense area is coming to where we are standing in the Rio Grande Valley area. And I want to show you this because we were actually at the river today. The Rio Grande Valley is still seeing issues. These are bracelets that are brand new that were left behind that the cartel uses as proof of payment. So the reaction from people down here, yeah, they welcome additional presence down here and additional resources. Sources within DHS tell us that the sector is the next on the list to see an NDA crop up, where law enforcement and soldiers will have the authority to charge anybody who crosses with criminal trespassing on a military installation, which holds a higher penalty. Now, there are currently 2 NDAs set up. One is in Arizona that covers much of New Mexico. The other is in El Paso, and that covers a lot of the western side of Texas. Hundreds of illegal immigrants have already been arrested for trespassing in those areas, and law enforcement down here in the Rio Grande Valley, they're welcoming those resources. Take a listen.
The cartels, that's their money. That's how they make their living. And they don't like to see a show of force. So absolutely, that would benefit the United States Border Patrol. That is something that we can always benefit.
That, of course, is in conjunction with the wall building that's already happening in California, and Texas, of course, is building its wall as well, Nicole.
You know, and Allie, you've been documenting so many things there at the border, including human smuggling. I know you've witnessed that firsthand. Are you seeing other activity that could potentially warrant this response?
Yeah, obviously, since we've been down here just this week, we've seen multiple instances of that illegal activity of human smuggling, but we've also seen cartel drones scouting on the U.S. side. These are drone incursions by Mexican cartels, and the craziest part of it all is nobody still knows whose jurisdiction or authority it is to actually take them down, to dismantle these drones. Congress actually sent out a request to the White House, to DHS, DOD, and the FAA to try and get clarity. They asked back in March on whose responsibility it is to safely dismantle these cartel drones. But Arizona Representative Juan Ciscomani, who is leading the charge, said they still have not gotten a response. They gave him 30 days over 2 months ago. Texas Representative Tony Gonzalez doubled down this week. He's calling on the FAA to provide guidance on adversarial drones, which are obviously a national security and safety concern. And Border Patrol agents down here say, hey, they just need to come down. Take a listen.
This is the United States of America, and anybody who isn't here with the correct intention, with the without the proper documentation, without any type of legality, then they just simply don't belong here. And that goes as well as for drones. Anything that poses a threat to us, to our national security, to our agents that are on the ground, to our community, simply is a threat towards us and has no reason to be in our area.
Okay, so they're using drones for scouting, and yeah, they're using those rafts to get larger groups across, but you have all of that presence out there deterring them, so they were not as successful as they wanted to be. But we did hear from the White House saying that President Trump takes all security threats very seriously, is looking into these issues, and is maintaining that they are keeping the American people safe through security of the southern border. And we also heard from the Department of Defense today, Nicole, and it's kind of like everyone's pointing the finger at somebody else, the DOD saying, hey, we're down here at the behest of DHS. We're here to supplement Department of Homeland Security. So it's up to them what they want to do. But again, it comes down to airspace. That, of course, is the FAA. We have not heard back from them. Nicole.
All right. Allie Bradley live for us there along the border. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.